In the shadowy world of elite special operations, where every mission pushes the limits of human endurance, to name stand out Rima and Tamana. More than just soldiers, they were sisters in arms, forged in the crucible of the U.S. Army's most demanding unit. Their bond was unbreakable, a silent promise to always have each other's back, no matter the cost. Their latest assignment was a classified intelligence gathering operation along a volatile border. The air was thick with tension, every rustle of the wind a potential threat. They moved like ghosts and masters of stealth and surveillance. But in the unpredictable theater of war, even the best laid plans can shatter in an instant. The mission went sideways. In ambush, swift and brutal, Tamana was taken, swallowed by the chaos and dragged into the heart of enemy territory. News of her capture sent a shockwave through command. The official response was to wait to gather more intel, to formulate a plan. But for Rima, waiting was not an option. Every tick of the clock was a lifetime for Tamana. Protocol be damned. Her sister was in danger, and she was the only one who could get to her in time. Fueled by a cold, precise fury, Rima geared up. This wasn't just a rescue mission. It was personal. She knew the target, an abandoned factory, a concrete maze crawling with armed terrorists. A fortress. Going in alone was suicide, but leaving Tamana was unthinkable. Under the cloak of darkness, Rima established a sniper overwatch position on a ridge overlooking the factory. Through her scope, the world sharpened into a deadly focus. She spotted two guards patrolling the perimeter, their silhouettes stark against the dim lights. Holding her breath, she squeezed the trigger. One shot, one target. Down. The second guard barely had time to react before another silent round found its mark. The path was clear. Moving with the speed and silence of a predator, Rima breached the factory's defenses. The air inside was stale, heavy with the smell of rust and fear. She navigated the labyrinth of decaying machinery, her senses on high alert. Every shadow could hide an enemy, every sound could be a trap. Then she heard a muffled voice, followed by the cold, metallic click of a gun. Following the sound, she reached a heavily guarded room. Peeking through a crack, her blood ran cold. There was Tamana, tied to a chair, her face bruised but defiant. The terrorist stood over her, a pistol pressed firmly against her temple. Two others stood guard, their rifles ready. There was no time for a subtle plan. It was time for shock and awe. Rima kicked the door off its hinges, the thunderous crash echoing through the factory. In the split second of stunned silence, she was a blur of motion. She launched herself forward, her boot connecting with the arm of the man holding Tamana. The gun clattered to the floor. Before the other two could even raise their weapons, Rima was on them. It was a brutal, close-quarters ballet of violence. A swift strike to the throat dropped one, and a disarming maneuver followed by a decisive blow neutralized the other. The entire engagement lasted less than 10 seconds. The room was silent, save for the heavy breathing of the two women. Rima rushed to Tamana's side, her knife quickly slicing through the ropes. "I've got you," she whispered, her voice steady and reassuring. "Let's move." Helping Tamana to her feet, they armed themselves and prepared to fight their way out. The alarm was blaring now, the factory swarming with hostiles. Back to back, they moved through the corridors, a seamless unit of lethal efficiency. They were outnumbered, outgunned, but they fought with a synchronicity that no amount of training could replicate. It came from a bond deeper than duty. They burst out into the night, leaving a trail of chaos behind them. Reaching the extraction point, they finally allowed themselves a moment to breathe as the friendly helicopter descended. Later, safely away from the battlefield, the adrenaline began to fade, replaced by the profound relief of survival. Rima pulled Tamana into a fierce hug, a hug that conveyed everything words could not. "We fight together," Rima said, her voice thick with emotion. "We survive together." In the unforgiving world they inhabited, this was the only creed that mattered. They were warriors, survivors, sisters, and they would always come for each other. Thank you for watching. If you were captivated by the story of courage and loyalty, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more incredible tales from the front lines. See you next time.